All right. Hey, George. We're still continuing with the language of letting go. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. So we're going to read Letting Go. How much do we need to let go of? A friend asked one day. I'm not certain, I replied, but maybe everything. Letting go is a spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical process, a sometimes mysterious metaphysical process of releasing to your higher power and the universe, that which we are clinging to. We let go of our grasp on people, outcomes, ideas, feelings, wants, needs, desires, everything. We let go of trying to control our progress in recovery or in getting well. Yes, it's important to acknowledge and accept what we want and what we want to happen, but it's equally important to follow through by letting go. Let me just kind of diverge here a little bit, talk about letting go. Your body changes, life's changing anyway, as we're growing, but all of a sudden you're not as active, there's a lot of things we can't do. We can't control it. We're frustrated, we're hurt, we're mad, we're sad, we're all of the above. But you're not going to be able to let go until you're ready. I've had to let go of lots of things several times. Sometimes it's temporary. My daughter ran away when she was 12. I couldn't hold her if I tried. Cops would call me and they'd say, you want me to bring her home? I'd say, what for? She'll just run away again. Happened for years and years. So sometimes letting go physically, you can't control that. But emotionally, you don't have to let go. It's not like I disliked her or anything. It was just really hard. But there's a detachment that had to occur so that I could go on. When I talk about addiction, I say the addict is not the only one who has to survive. So does the parents or the loved ones. So we're talking about letting go here. So as we go through our changes in our body, we can't jog, go biking, a lot of things we can't do. Some people might not be comfortable with that anymore, so we have to accept it. It's their choice, Long time ago, I'm going to use myself an example. I thought if my wife was never going to be like that, I could tell. But I'd heard people in relationships that would say, I didn't sign up for this. You know what? Let them go. It's okay. Let them go. It's the right thing to do. I always thought, heck, I'm not going to deprive my partner, my spouse, of the life she desires. There's always change coming about. Like right now, she wants to move. I don't want to move, but you know what? I'm okay with it. I've had my time here, so I'm okay. So we're talking about letting go, okay? So what I'm saying is that at some point, when you're ready, when you look at things, when you analyze, and when you start feeling things, they're not working out for you, you might think, maybe it's time to let go. Maybe that'll help you. We're talking about letting go. So let me just go back. We let go of our grasp on people, outcomes, ideas, feelings, wants, needs, desires. Yeah, we can relate to that, right? We can't be surgeons anymore or whatever we were doing. Things have to change, but it doesn't mean that we're done. It just means that they changed. This is 2020 and there's a lot that we can do. We let go of trying to control our progress and recovery. Yes, it's important to acknowledge and accept what we want and what we want to happen, but it's equally important to follow through by letting go. Sometimes it's important to hold on, just hold on. Sometimes you gotta let go. I was in a relationship one time, I couldn't get over it for nothing. I was so heartbroken. I'm from Guatemala. I went to this little restaurant in Guatemala. It was a cultural, we're Mayan Indians. So this little guy about my size walked in and he had a shirt. They all speak Spanish there. And it says, ever since I gave up hope, I feel so much better. That was acceptance. That was letting go. That's what I needed to hear. That's what I needed to see. Sometimes letting go, acceptance is the right thing. Letting go is the action part of faith. It is a behavior that God and the universe gives the permission to send us what we are meant to have: freedom, wellness. That's what you deserve. That's what I deserve. That's what I'm living. That's what I hope you decide you're going to live. Maybe by letting go. Letting go means we acknowledge that hanging on so tightly isn't helping to solve the problem. Yeah, everybody knows Dr. Phil. How's that working for you? Think about it. Change the person or get the outcome we desire. It isn't helping us. In fact, we learn that hanging on often blocks us from getting what we want and need. In our case, it's wellness. Who are we to say that things aren't happening exactly as they need to happen? There is magic in letting go. Wellness, freedom. I can breathe again. I can relax. I don't have to be so uptight at home with this person that's so miserable. Sometimes we get home, we get what we want soon after we let go. Yeah, sometimes after I make a decision, I'll sleep on it. The next day, if I'm feeling okay, I'm saying, I probably made the right decision. Sometimes I know immediately. Sometimes it kind of lingers, but I have to live with the decisions that I made. You make a decision, stick to it, live with it. Just make sure you're making the right decision. Sometimes the specific outcomes we desire doesn't happen. Sometimes something better does. Letting go sets us free and connects us to our source. Letting go creates the optimum environment for the best possible outcomes and solutions. And in our case, we're talking about dealing with a disease called multiple sclerosis. And in my opinion, our best possible outcome is being well and living our life to the fullest and accepting our challenges and being a problem solver. Today I will relax. I will let go of that which is upsetting me the most. I will trust that by letting go, I have started the wheels in motion for things to work out the best possible way. And that's critical, because just because you let it go doesn't mean everything is, that's it, I let go, everything's perfect. You don't know that. You don't know how things are going to work out. I was driving one time, 12 midnight, in the country, and there was a canal on one side, and I didn't know it at the time. I was going about 40 or 50, and I started hydroplaning over the water. And as all of a sudden, the motion took me up on the canal bank like that, and I was getting ready just to go into the canal. And I let go. I let go of the steering wheel. And then instead of going over the hump and into the canal, the car just kind of drifted back, and it slowed down on the water in the middle of the road, which was pitch black. And I always thought, man, there is God. He saved me. Well, I didn't really think that, but of course, what? I asked a physics teacher one time, and I told him my story, and he says, what was that? He said, that was gravity. Well, I guess I could say that was a higher power. But the point is, I let go. And in that case, letting go was the right thing to do. In a million years, don't ask me why I let go. I don't know, maybe I'd accept that was the end. I was going to go swimming or drown in the canal, but I'll let go. This book's about letting go. It's about recovering our wellness. It's about empowering ourselves through knowledge. It's about life and your decisions, whether to hold on, let go, but for sure try to figure out a way to be well. George from California, namaste.